No. Sort of. Depends. Okay, let me explain. Is AI taking over the music industry? Or to phrase this to a better liking, could AI take over the music industry? Because if you ask me if it is, I would say no right now. But that's as of the date I'm recording this at least. What about others? Some might say no as well, but others might say otherwise. After all, AI has been growing and keeps growing. We've seen it accomplish a lot with ChatGPT, AI art programs, and more. So it's no surprise that we're starting to see music being made with it.
But is it really taking over the music industry?
Time to find out in this video. Well, we're gonna talk about it.
What? Drake? Kanye? No, this is my video. Go and leave. But, tell everyone to subscribe and like.
I got it. Like and subscribe to this video.
So it's no surprise that recently AI music has become a thing and started a trend. Hearing different artists, actors, or just people you love sing songs that you might love, or hearing songs never before made, it's almost like they've made a cover of the song, attempted their own take on it, or made an entirely new song. The AI can also let us hear voices we may not be able to hear anymore, and that can hit a soft spot for some. When you hear voices like XXXTentacion, Juice WRLD, Frank Sinatra, or anyone else that's passed away, it can seem like they're still here with new music or covers they've made. But in the end, all they really seem to be are voices without a soul. The AI music can sound very close to them though, and that has definitely left some shocked. Just listen to this AI cover of X and Juice singing Your Anxiety Buddy's cover of Chamber of Reflection from Mac DeMarco. Wow, cover on cover.
Spend some time away, getting ready for the day you're born again.
Spend some time alone on the side that soon you're on the dead night. Spend some time away, getting ready for the day you're born again. Alone again.
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? Sounds really close to them. Some people probably would even be fooled and really think that it's them. And that's just one of many covers. Of course, sometimes it doesn't sound close because it's, well, AI. But if the person the cover is from sounds quite close and accurate to someone who sings in a certain way, then it can end up sounding nearly perfect, if not perfect. This one nearly fooled me, if it wasn't for the song, of course.
We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. Now we're stuck here to decay. Please let us get in, don't lock us away. We're not like what you're thinking. We are poor little souls who have lost all control, and we're forced here to take that road. Little zone since 1987. Join us, be our friend, or just be sucking to defend. After all, you only got 5 nights at Freddy's. Is this where you wanna be? I just don't get it. Why would you want to stay?
Yeah, you heard that correctly. Mr. Frank Sinatra singing none other than the Living Tombstones FNAF song. Now, to give props, the 8-Bit Big Band are the ones who originally made this cover of the song. They had the instruments and vocals done by them, so shout out to them. To be fair, they already sound pretty close alike, but there's always that slight difference. And even so, the AI cover is still different enough to tell that it's Frank. I mean, when I first heard the song, I thought it could have actually been Frank until I heard the lyrics mention FNAF, and that it was the FNAF song. Yeah, that's how convincing it sounded.
We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite. We're waiting every night to finally roam and invite newcomers to play with us. For many years we've been all alone. After all, you only got 5 nights at Freddy's. And after all, you only got 5 nights at Freddy's.
But what about songs that don't sound like something from that era? Well, I also heard Frank singing Creep. And while you can tell at points it's AI, it still seems very close to Frank.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eye. You're just like an angel, but I'm a creep.
It's quite impressive how far AI has come, and we're barely scratching the surface. Want to hear someone sing in a language they don't even speak? Yeah, even that works. And crazily enough, it even sounds pretty close to them. Blows my mind how it sounds real close to Drake singing that song. Again, with it being AI, it does have some flaws, but the fact that these programs can take their voices and make an imitation that's near perfect or even sounds perfect sometimes, it's crazy. Ever wanted to hear your favorite anime character sing a song? Well, now you can. Despite being their Japanese voice actors, they still can sing the song in English, and quite well, may I add. Don't believe me? Straw Hat Crew, take it away.
I used to think that I was a fine enough,
And I used to think that I wasn't wild enough, but I won't waste my time games.
what's this all about? And I can't believe you heard it be. I'm mad you go what a difference. You exceeded me, but I guess it was all just make believe. I was missing.
But I knew once we start kissing,
Never knew what I was missing, but I knew.
Yeah, Usopp sounds like Michael Jackson to me, bro. Hey, they all gave it a go and went crazy. Usopp, the girls, and Chopper sounded really good and well done. I mean, they all did amazing and put their hearts into it. Props to them. Well, I guess props to the AI. I mean, that sounds like the sub voices speaking, well, singing actually, but singing English like it's their native language and how they always talk. It's super impressive, honestly. Now, with all this AI talk and examples, I think it's time I show one nearly everyone knows about, and one that was quite impactful and well known. Those of you that were on TikTok know exactly who and what I'm talking about. Around April of 2023, someone by the name of Ghostwriter, or Ghostwriter 997 or 997, however you want to say it, on TikTok, he uploaded a TikTok that seemed to change a lot. An original AI song made from them with Drake and The Weeknd vocals. It went viral, and ever since then, it's been a huge topic to talk about, and what he did was quite insane if you think about it. I was shook when I first heard it. It was insane to hear something sound like those two and be an original song. Clearly, everyone else was shocked as well.
I came in with my ex like Selena, the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need, or she blessed. She think that I need her, kick her to the curb. All I know is you couldn't have the world, yeah, you were my world.
Got these girls on my neck, got these girls on my check. Like Selena, baby, on my cheating, baby, yeah. That's on me, I put it in the past.
I mean, I've seen some people say that they thought it was real at first or an actual good song compared to some of the other ones Drake has made. And this one guy said it's Drake's best song in years and he ain't even make it. Crazy. But all that aside, it genuinely was insane. I mean, everyone was wondering who this guy was, what did he do before, and what he's trying to accomplish with this. Some people thought it could be Jake, the artist who made This Is What Falling in Love Feels Like and Golden Hour, but most famously, or at least what I heard the most, that this is an actual ghostwriter, and he's showing that he knows not only what he's doing, but that with AI he can write and produce songs with top quality that sound close to something like what these artists make. Everyone was talking about this, and soon AI came to the rise and became more well known than before. After that, everyone was trying out these AI covers and started to make them, or even incorporated into promotion for their own music. Now, for a few months, nobody heard anything else from Ghostwriter. It seems like he made this to show what AI is capable of and then disappeared like a ghost. That is, of course, until he came back.
They waiting outside. They flooding the gates, I'm flooding the wrist. Like, no, I ain't got it. Stormy and Scott. They using like when he got my brothers with me. We lighting the city on fire. Protect my Achilles, cause they tryna kill me, but I never been so alive. Yeah, we blast, we get so live. We blast, we blast, all night. We lit, we gang, we blast, all night, all night.
Got me paper, but I never fall for anyone. She a 9 plus 10, yeah, you know that equal 21. Savage big in a rap, it's a brand, keep it running. And she know she bad, I'm like Clyde, she like Bunny. I came from the bottom, please don't ask me what it took. I got demons in my past, but my angels keep on shook. Man down, I can't hear a sound. Walk out on your block, I hear silence in the slide. Me and Ryder raise a toast, trying to shadow ban my boy, but you can't kill a ghost.
Yep, he came back, but this time with Travis Scott and 21 Savage. That tag is tough though, low-key. He made another song, and I honestly like this one more, but it showed us yet again what AI is capable of. As many of you know, this is the last time we've heard of them, but AI is still booming these days.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.
Oh god, no.
Metro Boomin, make it boom.
Well, all this goes to show how impressive AI can be in the music industry. And let's not even get into the other industries. Now, we have seen some crazy examples. Old artists, dead ones, even current ones, and of course, anime characters. But what about game characters? Yep, it works the exact same. Don't believe me? Take a look at these examples.
Yo, that we never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor, they can't. They found me just bursting the door. Started whooping her ass worse than before. They burst with your boy. It's the return of that. Oh, wait, no, wait, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did, did he? Sick of him. Look at him, walking around, rapping it, you know what, flipping it, you know who. Yeah, but he's so cute. So mom is on your lips, my mom is on your lips. And if I'm lucky, we might just keep it a little bit.
I put your new 4Gs on the G. I tap into the bloody models is on the knee.
I was waking up, getting racks in the morning. I was broke.
I've been waking up to eat the money, whoa, whoa.
Turn your back on me just to get some rats. I see you swerve back, cause I'm in a black check. Cause I been getting paid. Yeah, the comments on me look like lemonade.
I go find me some peace. I died in the wanna be.
Yeah, I could go on and on. There's a ton that exist, each one being unique since it's a different character's voice. These AI songs are endless. Just look for yourself. You might fall down a rabbit hole and listen to a bunch. That's what I did. But some of these are genuinely interesting. We've seen artists new and old recreated anime characters, video game characters, and everything else you can think of have a song. Don't believe me? Here's a toothbrush. Yeah, a goddamn toothbrush. Is it crazy that I can still understand it? But yeah, we've seen a lot of examples. It's crazy how far AI has come in just these few months.
And now the end is near. So I face the final curtain. My friend, much more than this. I did it my way.
Nimi ato putte tere pa che rakkena quando temo pena na ka che rakkena
Nimi ato putte tere pa che rakkena quando temo pena na ka che rakkena Ame karina che sente na ne piare monti ato pati che rai Nico hona hoi monti ato pati che rai Nico hona hoi monti ato pati che rai When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
Like a lazy ocean hugs the shore, holding close, swimming more. When you dance, you have a way with me, stay with me.
Other dancers may be on the floor, dear, but my eyes will see only you.
Only you have that magic technique. When we swear, I go in.
Long before it begins,
Make me thrill as only you know. Swim me smooth, swim me now.
Johnny, I'm gonna get touched. You know I'm gonna get tough. You know I'll even let you be my tamakatalo.
Yasa sarmara ka jana chitte ki khade yon yakire hi ka
Gonna be my tamakatalo. Oh, oh. Gonna be my tamakatalo. Oh, oh. Gonna be my tamakatalo.
ये तो शर्मन तुझे नच के दिखाऊं वीरा हो जाए जब मैं पर्दा गिरा दूं
Now and then I think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. Did you have to cut me off? Make out like it never happened and now we were nothing. And I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and that feels so rough. Now you're just somebody I used to know. Can't do I think of all the times you screwed me over. But I don't wanna live that way. Bleeding into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know. But you didn't have to cut me off.
Heaven up and then I fall apart
And I need you now, tonight. And I need you more than ever. And we'll only be making it right.
Cause we'll never be wrong together we can take it to the end of the line
Your love is like a shadow of me all the time.
Don't know what to do I'm always in the dark
We're living in a blind attack and giving up spark. I need you tonight.
Forever's gonna start tonight
Forever's gonna start.
तेरे सारे रंग ओढ़ के नंग ओढ़ के तेरा उड़ा मैं सब छोड़ के
मैं सबको बोल के मैं अपना चले तेरी और एक बेगा चले ऐसा बेटा well my heart of me with the eyes inside of me चले me with the eyes inside of me just remember what happens on earth stays on earth darling I've told you many times just to remind you sweetheart
Oh, come on. Hail Mary, your marijuana times is odd. That's a Dallas out of for Project Housing. That's on the daily. Seen his first meal, 20 years old. Had a couple of babies. Had a couple of shooters. Caught a murder case. Fingerprints on the gun, they assumed it, but witnesses couldn't prove it. That was back when he chopped his back and killed his cousin. He beat Jason with back to hustling. P special with his name on his shirt rocky. Cross the street from the projects, Anthony Blair to robbing. So many relatives telling us, selling us, devilish work, skeleton, crime, intelligent, felonious, prevalent proposition. When on to take two strangers and put them in random predicaments. Give them a soul so they can make their own choices and live with it. 20 years later, them same strangers who make them meet again. Inside recording studios where they reaping their benefits. They start reminding them about that chicken incident. Whoever thought the greatest rapper would be from coincidence? Because if Anthony killed Dougie, Top Dog could be serving life while I grow up without a father and die in a golf.
And don't make me collapse while I die. I don't want to hold anymore. Stay with you. For you day, I have nothing, nothing, nothing. Oh, make me collapse while I die. I don't want to hold anymore.
I see styrofoam, your top on the fall. I'm a cornrow Kenny, he was born with a vision all morning with the mixed dashboard, true with vision parallel pop like an alien came visit. Slideshow for the night show, tame bitch. Fine nose with a blindfold, King Kendrick.
ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਮੁਟਿਆਰੇ ਕੀ ਸਮਝੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ
ਮੇਰੇ ਮਗਰ ਤੂੰ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਬਸ ਤੂੰ ਹੀ ਜਾਣ
ਤੋਣਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਤੇਰੇ
ਸਿੱਖ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨੇ ਦਾ
ਬੇਵਫਾ 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 ਨਿਕਲੀ ਹੈ ਤੂੰ
ਵੀ ਝੂਠਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਝੂਠਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਝੂਠਾ ਪਿਆਰ
ਬੇਵਫਾ ਬੇਵਫਾ ਨਿਕਲੀ ਹੈ ਤੂੰ
ਵੀ ਝੂਠਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਝੂਠਾ ਪਿਆਰ
ਯਾਦਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਦੂਰ ਤੂੰ ਖੋਵੀ
ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸੱਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਲੈ
ਹੁਣ ਲੋੜ ਨੇ ਨਾ ਦਿਲ ਤੋੜ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਤੋੜ ਯਾਰ ਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਨਾ
他这人大小动物应该有顶有甲，口气好家的有一轮哈的风叫天的有甲，我可找到哎，口气是地多叫那我下带领找到哎，我加油之路，不能够哎不能哎，我扮江南 star。
그딴의 나이 내 불의 나이 또롱이 내 나이
あなたの見てるそうだ
나는 너 옆에 나이 감독대 가시게 시리다 이렇게 와다시 아이선 내 사이 너야 너요 나람 가두이 배마이 아들배로 나이 there so bright 다시 내와 다시 기뻐 ever 그대로 세대를 보다 마치기 내가 마시니 나는 너래 해탄의 나이 예문의 나이 우노이 벨라이 아나가 너 이대로 소원만 When it's cold where I'm from, yeah, I got enemies, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, they try enemy, I swear the winter's cold where I'm from, they try to sentence me, okay, the winter's cold where I'm from, we had them 10 key, I sold, now she tryna steal the recipe, I had to hit the road, cause I didn't like your energy, I swear that poppin' mollies, like a remedy, Spanish a hot tamale, she be blessing me, why she keep on calling, cause she know I'm high demand, so in love with me, I got her on command, she sucked me inside the coupe, I saying I'm your biggest fan, yeah, she pull up whenever I land, once I meet a Def Jam, yeah, Rollie all them other right and left hand, yeah, she don't play a role and she gon' get banged.
Cause I don't see nothing but I see the money, yeah. Counting on my fingertips, 6 million, I got my girl in the backseat. About another bitch that she don't really like, cause she comment on my page and she know that we more than just friends. Yeah, we rolling deep, like we thought them. Then you know me, I don't kiss and tell.
It's a private party, girl, you know we can't get involved unless you sign this NDA. So tell your boyfriend that everything gon' be okay.
No love out here for a fake one. Gotta keep the grass cut for the snake ones. Then you know I get it poppin' like I'm Ray Charles.
Cause I don't see nothing but I see the money, yeah. Counting on my fingertips.
But before we go, I have one last insane example to show you. Now, we've seen a few song covers or original songs. But what about an entire album? Yeah, you heard me right, an album. Let me introduce you to Travis Scott's Fourth Dimension, an entire album made with AI. Now, huge props to the people behind this. Moving in Silence and everyone else that's involved is credited in the description of their video, but they went crazy with this. Now, the people did make the beats, write, mix and edit this themselves, and the AI was used as a voice changer essentially, but this still sounds realistic and is very well produced. I'll be honest, this sounds the most legit, and if I didn't know it was AI, I might have thought it was legit. Maybe a leak since some parts sound off, but overall, it sounds a lot like him. Oh yeah, they also have features, so it's not just Travis. And the features sound legit as well. It's crazy to see this entire thing being AI. I didn't listen to the entire thing, but I did skim through, as well as listen to a few songs fully, and my god, does it sound a lot like a legit album. I definitely recommend checking this one out or even giving it a listen yourself to see how real it sounds.
Every day another pill, every week another meal. Every month I'm happy that I see another day for real. I be gripping on the wheel, I be speeding through the hills. I be doing all the chores, holding back a couple tears. I know that you need to hear this. Go. God, I'm screaming hallelujah. Every time I step outside, they look at me, say Jesus Christ. Got a show with Drizzy way across the globe. He just sending air, Drake, I'm taking flight.
Hey, maybe I could do a reaction vid for this for y'all. Maybe not. Who knows? Anyways, it's honestly impressive to see all these AI songs. Makes you wonder what we'll see in the coming years. In just these few years, we've seen AI make a lot of decent progress, not just in music. Is it scary? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows what we'll see in a few years or even a few months. Okay, so while I was working on the end of the script for the video, I ended up coming across this and seeing it. Yeah, you're reading that right. Elvis Presley is returning to the stage in AI form. With a new show kicking off this year in November at London, he'll be brought back virtually as a supposedly new immersive concert experience. Not sure how AI as Elvis is going to be immersive, but okay. Elvis Evolution will be using AI and feature holographic projections of the star created from thousands of his personal photos and home video footage. The show is set to open in London in November before moving and making its way to Las Vegas, Berlin, and Tokyo. Yeah, that's just insane to me. We can now pay to watch an AI recreation of Elvis goddamn Presley and experience a concert that way. Now, the creators of Elvis Evolution is Layered Reality, and they say that the show will peak with a quote, concert experience that will recreate the seismic impact of seeing Elvis live for a whole new generation of fans, blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. They then state that the life-size digital Elvis will be sharing his most iconic songs and moves for the very first time on a UK stage. This is all thanks to Layered Reality's blend of tech, augmented reality, theater, projection, and multi-sensory effects. They claim you'll experience never-seen moments and that the fans can look forward to a memory-making experience like no other. Can we pause? This is just crazy to think about. It's crazy, but also cool, but just doesn't seem right to me. But let's find out more before we come to a conclusion. With AI and all the other tech at their disposal, they will have iconic Elvis performances, which they claim would be almost as if you were truly there. Oh, it isn't done. Elvis Presley Enterprises claims this will be the experience of the century for fans of Elvis Presley. After that, the bottom of the page, which shows a video where the CEO of Layered Reality, Andrew McGuinness, talks about how Elvis, the king of rock and roll, is going to come back. They will harness the AI and take it to London, and then proceed to go across the world. He claims that you will go on a journey and really understand what Elvis went through during his life. He then claims the show will end with a huge crescendo where a life-sized Elvis an AI will perform some of his biggest hits. I'll be honest. Now, this is just my opinion, but I think this is just insane. While yes, it would be cool to see something like this theoretically, it just wouldn't feel the same, nor would it really be an amazing experience. If they did something like this with Michael Jackson, the king of pop, even though it would be a cool experience and be the closest thing to seeing and experiencing a quote-unquote real Michael Jackson show, it wouldn't be the same since 1, it's an AI, 2, it isn't the real artist. Sure, you can see many impersonators, but to me, while they may not be the actual artist, they are at least human, a talented one at that. Even if they lip sync or don't, performing the moves and putting on a show can get the crowd hype and end up having everyone enjoy the show. To those of you who saw my vlog, while I knew the impersonator was fake and wasn't MJ, the fact that he had the moves and was actually trying was cool to me. I mean, if you heard my reactions, you would know I was impressed by his moves being quite accurate and giving the closest thing I could probably experience to seeing what a Michael Jackson show could have been like. Replicating it with AI takes away the humanistic charm and skill, as well as just make it a show where I watch a predetermined robot do everything it's supposed to do, while having no authenticity nor trying to do challenging things. It just knows and it will do what it's supposed to do. That's no fun, and it has no charm. While yes, these are some of the best performers in the world, having AI recreate them just doesn't seem like it would be the same feeling. We had a whole movie strike to make sure that the writers get properly paid and don't get taken over by AI. Now, this is happening. Maybe they really are trying to have AI do everything in the music industry. The whole Elvis AI concert, while cool in concept, just seems like a poor attempt / cash grab to have AI do something that we can't see anymore. So new fans can experience what they couldn't before, and it's doing it in an unethical way. Remember when the Flash movie used CGI and AI at that awful ending scene to show a bunch of cameos? Yeah, it didn't go well with people, nor was it a good idea. Nicolas Cage said it was a nightmare and inhumane. Remember Coachella 2012 when Tupac came out as a hologram? I'll admit, at the time that was quite crazy and somewhat cool to see. So we know the Elvis one is probably going to be similar to this, just upgraded to look and be better most likely. But even Tupac's hologram had its fair share of criticism. Some liked the idea, some didn't since it was inauthentic and didn't feel real. This seems like it's almost a similar scenario. While it's cool in concept and as an idea, I just don't think this would be the right thing. It doesn't seem genuine. It seems like a cash grab and just doesn't feel right. Now, I don't know if the families are okay with this, but even if they were, that just doesn't make all of it ethical. You know why? Because the person you're representing itself doesn't have a goddamn say in this at all. They are dead. They don't know the purpose, meaning, or intent with all this. What if they personally wouldn't have wanted it? I know I wouldn't, but we can't assume their answers or just have the family say it's okay. For example, if you owned a comic book collection, video game collection, or just anything you appreciate and enjoy, you wouldn't want your family to just assume they could sell it because they thought you grew out of it, or that you're too old for these childish things. Would you? If the person themselves have no say, why should you go ahead and do it if someone else says it's okay just because they're related or currently own the rights to it? Whatever the case may be, there are rights and wrongs. But to me personally, it's more wrongs than rights. Again, this is all just my opinion, but it's still crazy to see people work on this and monetize it so they can have fans of the artist experience something that isn't even authentic. It seems like it's more of an experience than a true concert. Sure, there might be good intentions, but it isn't using the right methods to make this happen. Now, I clearly am not the only person who doesn't seem to mess with this whole Elvis AI thing. Just look at some of the people talking about it on Instagram. This won't end well, and this is coming from someone who likes the concept of AI. This is not only stupid, but so creepy. And let bro rest in peace. Let the man rest. This seems kind of wrong if you ask me. Like, if you know what happened to him, I don't think this is okay. Yeah, I saw mostly people just saying they don't like this whole idea. Some people fear it will lead to the same happening to other artists. Well, some are okay with this, and others are fine with it as long as they don't have the AI say or do things that the person never did. It's an entirely messy subject, to be honest. This video is long enough, but it shows that companies will use and do what they can to profit and grow bigger to earn more money. This entire AI Elvis thing is just very insensitive to the artist, the work they put in, and the entire music genre as a whole. But I don't speak for everyone, and my word itself isn't going to change anything. I just hope this doesn't lead to more dead artists being recreated with AI and seeing concerts for them. This whole thing just doesn't seem right. Nor is it something I particularly mess with. Anyways, back to the outro. Yeah, AI has done a lot and seems to be capable of a lot. It's definitely going to be quite a sight to see. I mean, we've slowly seen it rise up more and more while becoming more capable of a lot. We had Facebook make these AI bots chat to each other, and then they proceed to create their own language to speak to each other. Google had an AI that made a child and claimed it was better than itself. We're getting AI influencers, AI artists, and so much more. We slowly are becoming more and more dystopian, man. While I could make an entirely other video about AI itself and the wider aspect about how it's growing and seems to slowly be rising and taking over, this video is about AI in the music industry. While we have seen quite a lot of things happen with AI, it's impressive to see covers to full-on original music being made with or by AI, but slowly, people seem to be using it for other reasons. Whether it be monetization, to grow themselves and pretend they got a feature from an artist when they clearly didn't, or to create concerts or experiences from a dead artist so we can relive or experience their concert for the first time. It seems that companies are slowly starting to use them openly or secretly for their gain to earn more money and create new experiences. While it is on a small level right now, not doing anything about this or saying anything could lead to more people following in these footsteps and using AI to benefit them or even scam them. I'm pretty sure someone sold Cardi leaks for a ton of money and it turned out to be all AI. I could be wrong, but if that's true, that's just crazy and shows how much incentive some people have. I hope this doesn't get worse, because if we see AI concerts and AI artists slowly become the norm, what's the point of us? AI will be doing everything, and we're just there to see or watch over them, and maybe have someone in charge be the true face of the company, despite doing nothing to really earn it. If we don't crack down on this, AI could take over the music industry and maybe even other industries. I've seen editing softwares have AI versions to help or even take over the entire editing process itself. That just gets rid of all the charm and hard human work that would be done. Imagine someone rising up and earning millions, but they didn't work for it or learn how to earn it. They were lazy and just had AI do it all for them, while they were the face of the entire thing and took credit. It wouldn't be much of a success story and just be disappointing. They didn't really do anything to truly earn what they did. They just used AI to their advantage. They didn't learn about anything, nor did they face any hardcomings. They took an easy and cheap way to get what they wanted. Sure, their secret of using AI might not have come out, but even so, the thought of them using it to rise up would just be very disappointing and dishonest to everyone. And if it did get out, I think we all know how most of the world would react. Now, imagine the same scenario, except the person learned and did everything themselves. They tried and failed at first, but learned from that failure and improved to know what they would need to do so they could succeed. Through patience, time, trial and error, and a true dedication to what they were doing, they eventually found success and rose up and got what they wanted. It may have taken a while, but they learned and grew from this. Now that they accomplished what they wanted and got their dreams to come true, they're happy and have an amazing story to tell. Which one would you prefer hearing about? Or even doing? I think I said all I need to about that. AI takes away all the things that humanize our work. When that's taken away, what glory is there to be had? What success can we see? it ends up being a shallow work of what art it could truly be. While to some degree it's smart to utilize it to learn or grow, having it do everything for you or be the one making the music or being the voice is not it. Same for editing the video or being the person you may want portrayed, whether it be in the song, a game, or film and TV. While most people are using it for jokes or for fun, some people want to use it for a cheap, lazy, and quick way to exploit it so they can make money or live an easy life. Let's not have AI do all that and take over everything. While it's all fun and games right now, it can slowly take over more than just music and slowly ruin many other industries and ruin what makes these projects of art, love, and care become something that's just a cheap shell of what it could or should be, and just be a cheap, easy way out of doing real work to create something people love and care about. It can slowly ruin all these things and become the main way to make music, create content, or even create our movies. So with all this being said, AI is powerful and can be very useful, but I think putting actual time, dedication, effort, and work into your projects or other things would be the better option than having AI do it all and you taking all the effort. We have seen AI be used for some impressive things, but most of the time that's to showcase what it's capable of or truly be used as a way to help those. But using it for monetization or to make your work easier or having it be the way we make things now just doesn't seem right, nor does it seem like a way I want to see things be done. AI has its ups and downs. More downs than ups for me personally. But I think if we put an actual filter and limit it while being more careful when using it, we can see it be used to help us or even further our understanding of things while showing us the best route to take for our projects. It shouldn't be the way we create things. While for now I see it being used for more fun things, it does have some people using it for bad purposes and monetary reasons. There is no telling where it will go and grow soon. It could soon become the new meta. Hopefully, the future isn't bleak. We learn and don't fall further into a dystopia. Cause damn, are some things already crazy in today's society. But that is a story for another time. Hey there, if you're still watching, thank you. Before you click away, could you do me a favor? Just leave a like and subscribe to me, please. I put a lot of time, work, and effort into this video, and I hope I can see it repaid. Will this do better than my South Park video? I don't know. I hope so, but no guarantee. If you guys like this and subscribe, I can work more on this with a bigger audience and grow even more. So I can then make even more video essays and provide you guys with all this amazing content. If you aren't familiar with me, which assuming this video does grow big, most of you are, I make a variety of content. Mainly gaming, but I do drop music here and there. It takes time to make that and get it out, but I also make skits, reactions, and much more. I hope to do a lot, and I hope I can be someone you guys enjoy watching. Whether it's for the video essays, the games, skits, or all of it. I just hope my hard work pays off and you guys can enjoy what I create for you all to watch and enjoy. I try to put a lot of work and effort in my videos to have you guys enjoy it. I have a ton of videos that you might enjoy, so after subscribing, maybe check something else out and you might enjoy it. I'm just trying to provide you guys with fun and enjoyable content you might enjoy. Wow, I feel like I've said the word enjoy a lot. Hey, you could leave a comment about either the video so I can learn more about the topic, or what you did and didn't like about it so I can learn and improve for next time. Like the audio last time. Damn glitched audio. Or leave a comment about whatever you may want to see next or just anything in general. I'll try to read them all, or as many comments as I can, if there's a bunch. Hoping there are, I want to thank each and every one of you for clicking this video and watching it. Again, please subscribe and like the video. It'll help me grow a ton. And the more I grow, the more I can provide for content like this. Thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed watching. To any new fans, let me know what you would like to see from me next. As for the next video essay, I'll try to drop it faster next time. Hopefully life doesn't get insanely busy or hard, so I can give you guys another one. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, leave a like, and comment whatever you may want to. I have given many examples. Thank you. I've said everything I needed to. And so, to wrap up, stay safe, take care of yourself, and stay comfy. I'll see you whenever I see you. Bye.